everybody. Strategy Games Tomorrow here, and welcome back to another episode of Victoria 2. Wait, no. This is Crusader Kings 3, and you may be asking, SGT, you silly guy, why are you playing Crusader Kings 3? You only play Victoria 2, and that's the only reason I watch your content. Well, because we hit 3,000 subscribers, and because of that, I owe you guys a mega campaign. Now, if you don't know what a mega campaign is, it's basically a series where you continue with the same save file through many Paradox games. In this mega campaign, we'll be playing through this game, which is Crusader Kings 3, EU4. We will be playing through Victoria 2 and Hearts of Iron 4. Now, looking at this map, there's a lot of nations that do not appear in the typical game I play, Victoria 2. So I'm going to pick a nation that is strong enough to have survived the whole time without being wiped off the map from Crusader Kings 3 to Victoria 2. Prussia. Now, Paradox, when they made Crusader Kings 3, spent all of their time designing the game, making this character creator. And they didn't even make it so you can't make a character that's too tall for the ruler designer. Come on, Paradox. But they did, for whatever reason, make it so there are just infinite amounts of customization things that you can do. Like, who actually knows how to use this? I could probably spend more time learning how to use the character creator than I would actually spend learning how to play the game. All right, and now we have our leader for the great Prussian Empire, and it's Otto von Bismarck. You know, I thought that Otto von Bismarck wouldn't come around for it's 1066, like another 800 years. But he's here now. And you might say, oh, this doesn't look very much like Otto von Bismarck. I'll put up a picture on the screen right now of Otto von Bismarck, and then you literally cannot tell me that this does not look like Otto von Bismarck. This is literally the spitting image of the man. So I bought this game shortly after release, and after playing it for a little while, I kind of got bored and I decided Among Us was a better game, and then I played that forever. I am not the world's greatest Crusader Kings 3 player, but we should be able to make our way in the world. I mean, how could we not? We are... He goes off the screen. High Chieftain Otto von Bismarck of Prussia. So I think my main goal as Prussia here is just to survive and, I don't know, kind of try and break up some of the big monopolies that surround me and potentially pose a threat for me as I continue to advance throughout the mega campaign. The specific monopolies I'm looking at, I'm looking at you, buddy. It would appear that Otto von Bismarck has brought a new life into the world. I never really thought of Otto von Bismarck as a father, but I never really thought of Otto von Bismarck very much at all before I made this video. So I did make Otto von Bismarck a Catholic, and the reason I did that was because then I could ally with Poland and the Holy Roman Empire and Denmark if I had to, but that does make all of my vassals a little bit disappointed in me. So now they're gonna rise up against me, which is not cool of them. I'm gonna have to put them down. Raise all armies. Luckily for me, I called in my Transylvanian allies, and I was able to capture my enemy at this battle, which is awesome. I can enforce demands upon them. I swear, if Otto von Bismarck dies at 20 from illness, you gotta be kidding me. I will not be happy. Yeah, we should be able to get our first guy here, Chieftain Gland, to convert to Catholicism, which should, in the future, make it, safer for my children to rule this country. I'm finally no longer ill. This took 8.5 years, but I'm feeling much better. I just put down the peasant uprising. I finally have a son, and I'm gonna do the egotistical thing. I'm gonna name him after myself. We will have a second Otto von Bismarck. I can't go for about 2 minutes without peasants rising up somewhere in Prussia. I didn't know that there would be so many rebels. In Victoria 2, Prussia's national spirit is order. Why can't we bring in the order to Crusader Kings 3? Interesting shape you've got there now, Holy Roman Empire. Hungary. Why? Why did you agree to be a vassal of the Holy Roman Empire? Now, when I created Otto von Bismarck, I created him to be a great warrior, but so far we haven't gone to war with anyone, and it's been years and years and years. This guy over here has no friends, and he has 2 titles that I would like to take from him. So I'm going to do a holy war for his county. I'll take it. Yes, please. This victory has made me famous. I've taken a little tiny piece of semi-worthless territory, but I'm proud. Otto von Bismarck has won a war. Not really the war that he's historically known for winning. You know, oh, it looks like the Holy Roman Empire already won that war, so I guess Otto von Bismarck does not have to. Seriously, poor France. What the heck happened to them? This game is so weird. Sometimes you just get free land for no reason. For some reason, this piece of territory just came over to me. It appears that a crusade for the Kingdom of Jerusalem is about to happen. Don't think I'm going to be able to help a lot, but I will, I'm just going to fund them. Bad things are happening. I declared war on this nation, so I could, get some more land, because I was trying to be greedy. Masovia took that as an opportunity to declare war on me instead, and Masovia is part of Poland, and they have a fair chunk of land, so we're really about to see how great the martial skill of Otto von Bismarck is. It just doesn't matter. Otto von Bismarck is too good at war, defeating anybody who comes my way, and I mean anybody. I will push them all the way back to Warsaw if I have to. House of Warriors. Yes, please. I just took my enemy hostage. That ends the war. Don't mess with Otto von Bismarck. You will get it. Well, unfortunately, I got involved in a war over here, and then I died. Probably on the battlefield, which, I guess if there's a way that I wanted myself to go, it would be on the battlefield. So now, I have ascended to become this dude, High Chieftain Otto II. I'm the new dynasty head, I'm the new cultural head, so not much has changed in that department, but I did lose some of my land. In fact, now that I've won this war against Pomerania, I should be able to make some moves. I guess this is my half-brother, and he inherited my kingdom because, of course, I have the Confederate partition law, like an idiot. Yeah, my half-brother has got to go before he makes more allies, so I am going to declare war on him with my own claims, declare war, raise my armies. I should have a lot more armies than him. Victory is mine, and I will be able to take back all of the territory of my father at this point. Okay, that makes me really, really want to end the Confederate partition. It's a very bad policy. So what I'm going to do is pass absolute tribal authority, which should allow me to, stop being a tribe and become like I think it's called like feudal or something. I will say that my current character got up to some interesting shenanigans before I started running the country. He is a lunatic, he is an adulterer, and he is just, honest, gregarious, a charismatic negotiator. So he's both great and horrible at the same time. I don't want to kill random people that walk in my country, but when they keep raiding me, I will. And I will not... Oh, they left. They got away. Wouldn't be Crusader kings without the Second Crusade for Jerusalem. This time, I will be joining in this war. I don't know if I'd call it noble, crusade. Alright, here we go. The Prussians are gonna walk all the way from Prussia to Jerusalem in order to fight in a crusade. Yeah, I lost all my troops to these crusaders. Maybe it's not such a great idea to, send all of your troops way the heck down from Prussia to fight in the Middle East. Oh, and we lost the crusade. I don't even know. Do the Christians ever win the crusade, or is it just always sadness? Because for me, it's always sadness. I guess Otto von Bismarck was never meant to be a crusader king. So, good news has happened. I'm now able to adopt feudal ways, because I asserted my dominance. I've finished researching all this garbage that I've spent, 100-odd years researching. I will become a feudal nation. This should definitely help us do a little better, and mostly it will help us get rid of the gross and disgusting Confederate partition, because that is not a good succession law. I feel like the technology should be like one of those dramatic moments, like in a movie, where it's like, I will finish what my father started. He started to figure out how to reach the early medieval. period. And I, Otto von Bismarck II, I have finished it. Oh, and now Otto II has died. So now I will be Gland. And once again, my silly ducky of Masuria has broken free from me. Remember how this went last time? My little nephew? Yeah, it's gonna go the same way this time. Once again, I have returned all of the territory of Otto von Bismarck to myself. This keeps happening. I'm disappointed in all of my vassals and such. Seems that lunacy runs in the von Bismarck family, because I think this is the second or third character that's actively been a lunatic. Oh well, I think the game is trying to get me to do bad things. Why is the first person it recommends for me to marry my cousin? Who made this game? Another day, another death, and another von Bismarck to take my place. I discovered the hereditary rule innovation, which has allowed me to pass the singular partition inheritance law, and that will allow me to get one step closer to unlimited power. Oh no, I think it's time to start living in fear because, believe it or not, they are coming, and they will probably come quickly. The Polish are tearing themselves apart in a great civil war. I'd say that it kind of is bad for them that they are falling apart, but they lasted longer than CNN Plus. So they did something right. Not anymore, though. No matter how bad I feel, whenever I look over at France, I say, oh, somebody's doing worse than me. And England, you too, champ. We have beat the Polish. This is a great victory, except this guy in my own country decided that it would be fun to rise up while I was trying to kill the Polish. Unacceptable. I will crush you. I will crush you. I will crush you. I put down anybody who raises a claim to me. Goodbye, Liberty faction. I will be imprisoning this guy and, of course, executing him because he is a criminal and he must go. I might be an evil ruler, but my ways have gotten me very far. And hopefully, after I finally get into the late medieval period and pass high partition, I will actually be able to start playing the game. But until then, I'm researching minoralism. Oh man, I can't stop hearing this music in my ears. It's so loud and annoying, and every time I hear sounds from the east, what the heck? 56,000 troops. Oh, man. I really hope that they do not make it any further because little Prussia cannot fight whatever that is. My country is now ruled by a child, a literal child, just like most modern countries. The papacy is going a little crazy. Do you think they need this much territory? I went to war with the Polish for more land, but then raiders showed up in my country and put me in jail. How do I get myself out of jail? Ransom myself, $100, fine. The raiders are so evil. Yes, we have defeated the Polish, even though it took us getting imprisoned mid-war. And now we can take one measly county. Expansion in this game is so difficult if you can't form a kingdom. But I can't form a kingdom because Sweden owns all the provinces I need to form a kingdom. And I am still stuck with the partition invention. You know, I've only participated in one crusade so far, so I thought I'd participate in another. The Crusade for Syria is what this crusade is. Will we win? Probably not. I don't think the Catholics ever win the crusade. But I guess we'll try again. My troops did not arrive in Syria, but we won the crusade. This is a miracle. I don't think I'm the top beneficiary, so that's alright. But yeah, first crusade dub. It must be so sad for my poor troops. They just arrived in Syria, but now they just get disbanded and they're expected to walk their way back to Prussia. Good luck, friends. In 31 years, I will no longer have to suffer every time my heir dies. Please, you're only 38 years old. If you live to 69 years old, not only will that be nice, but I will also be forever grateful. There's currently bad news for the Prussian Empire. My vassal, Count Savarnus of Skakovia, who is related to me, is also the heir to the kingdom of Piedmont, which is not cool, because that means that when the current owner of Piedmont dies, he'll take it, and he'll take all of my territories with him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to revoke his titles one by one until eventually I get it so he will not take that much land away from us. The first title I'm going to revoke, this title here, I can take de jure because I own the duchy, so that one shouldn't be that big of a deal. So I'll just start taking some other ones, like, I don't know, Slachovia? Sure, revoke title. Dang, legitimately the second I said that, it all went to Piedmont. This is so sad. Now I've got to declare war on you, man. Why'd you make me do this? Come on. I took the man, the myth, and the legend hostage, so hopefully he does not hold on to these other two counties for very long, because I don't think it's fair that a little tiny country from Italy should control territory in the great land of Prussia. It was fun to have the Mongol Empire while it lasted, but you won't see me losing any sleep at night because they lost. Thank goodness. Another year, another war with Piedmont, because for some reason they still own this territory. I hate it. Duke Savarnus is completely the villain of this story. He has replaced me as the head of the von Habsburg dynasty that has been passed down all the way for generations since the great Otto von Bismarck of Prussia. I'm gonna get that man. All right, I've captured him. I've captured my ultimate familial enemy, and that I think means that, yes, I am the dynasty head again since I've captured him. That also ends the war, so I will be taking the one claim I can take because I'm still not a kingdom, and yeah, from there onwards, hopefully he never challenges me again, because I'll do the same thing again. Let's go! I can create the Kingdom of Lithuania. Now this is kind of silly, because the von Bismarcks were known for uniting Germany, but here we're going to do the little switcheroo and form Lithuania instead. This is a great accomplishment, and it should help us kick the Swedish out of continental Europe. That is my hope, and we will also be founding a holy order, which is like a play kind of on how this is the Teutonic Order historically. Yeah, we're going to found a holy order. And the holy order is the Teutonic Order, which is very historically accurate. Why? I just formed a kingdom, and a second later, it turns around and it gives the dynasty head to Duke Savarnus. I gotta murder Duke Savarnus. That's the only way this is gonna... Oh, and I died. I died before I could get the high partition innovation, so I bet I just lost a bunch of my claims. But I've also lost patronage of the Teutonic Order. I'm at war with the Swedish still, but at least I'm still the king of Lithuania. That is fantastic. And oh man, this guy is huge. He must take after the original Otto von Bismarck. I really think I can beat Sweden now. It might be a little bit far-fetched, but I know I can do it, because I called in all my homies. I called in the Bohemians and another country that I don't really know where they are in the world, but I'm allied with them. So hopefully we should be able to do a pretty smooth invasion of Sweden. You know, I get what I want, and I get to form another duchy under me. Let's go. That's kind of almost looks like we have all of the Lithuanian territory now. We're not just Prussia pretending to be Lithuania. But when I look at the map, there is still a territory that makes me feel pain like no other. This one, Grodno. How are they still part of Piedmont? I don't like it. I like that of the council of the people who get to decide whether or not I select high partition, there's a literal child on the council. Somebody is voting from jail. And overall, what a weird set of people to decide whether or not I pass my belongings on to one child or many childs. High partition, let's go. I like how this game politely lets you know that you're a boomer by giving you the trade in firm. I'm so sad. This guy, King Prussia, is my greatest leader ever, and he's about to He's about to kick the bucket, let's be real. I think it is time I finally drove the Piedmont Scourge out of Prussia. And I will do that by taking the last piece of territory. Never, ever, ever, ever come back to Prussia. You have been like, I wish I could kick you out of the family, man. It's not fair that you get to take my territory. You know it's weird when the capital of England is in Southern Ireland. The HRE is already playing EU4. They have 27,000 troops, which is kind of ridiculous. I really think I'm going to have to break up this monopoly before EU4, because otherwise they will be huge. They will pass all the reforms, and then they will unite, and that'll just be game over for the rest of the mega campaign. So my action must be taken soon. The offer vassalage button is so good. I just got Pomerelia for free. That's cool. Did anybody say more duckies? Because I think I did, and I'm gonna go get them. There's this army of one person. I like to picture this as just one guy sailing around the coast in a sailboat, ready to go invade a capital city of another empire. How is this good military tactics? We got the Swedish heir. That means I get this other ducky off of Sweden. Lithuania is looking pretty thick right now. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, Sweden's coming back for their territory. Raise all armies. Sweden, please do not beat me up too bad. I'm not giving you your ducky back. The Vikings, I guess, are having their revenge, and I can't fight them. 17,000 troops versus my now 5,000 after I got beaten up. No, we're gonna lose this, so we're just gonna surrender. Dang, this is so sad. Time for the repeat of the only crusade we've won. Another crusade for Syria. The Pope, oh man, he must be like very upset because he keeps losing whatever he gets, and the Pope is an atheist. Huh? The second my troops land, they were run into by an enemy army and killed. The Crusades are just such a disaster in this game. Like, who looks at this and says yes, this is gonna be fun? Oh, yeah, now England just took land from me. How did you do that, homie? All that bloodshed for this sorry excuse of Syria. I have no words for that. No words. I am just getting carved up. Now White Russ wants territory from me, and I don't think I can fight them either because I'm only allied with whatever the heck this is. They only have 2,000 troops. I am gonna lose to these guys. Before I end this video, I'm gonna use my new Norwegian ally to my advantage, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna declare war on Sweden, my ultimate enemy. The ultimate enemy of the Prussian Lithuanians, I guess is what you'd call us. We're gonna siege the last duchy I need from them. I'm also allied with the Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire, so Sweden has never seen a war like this before. It's just great to have the Holy Roman Empire on your side, because you just win every single battle. It doesn't even matter. And now we've won against Sweden. That was too easy, I'm not gonna lie. The Holy Roman Empire is busted. Let's enforce peace. Wow, that's a big Lithuania. It's kind of ironic that I named my dynasty the von Bismarck dynasty and actually united Lithuania. That's an interesting call, but we've kind of come full circle, because here we have Duke Otto the First, and then years and years and years and years and years and years passed, and then eventually, who's my current character? This guy. We're now at King Otto. So, full circle, we did not unite Germany. We took a different path. So we have reached 1444, and that marks the end of Crusader Kings 3. Next up, we're moving on to Europa Universalis 4 within the next video. And that should be a lot of fun, to be completely honest. I really like the world we're playing in. We're Lithuania. We have a good start. We're not too big, because I've been slow playing for the last 400 years. We should be able to have some fun within the next game. The Holy Roman Empire, really strong, despite this cursed Bohemia that has appeared. So that'll be something we'll have to work on within the next game. In addition to that, Over here, there's some big empires that'll probably get great power. Abbasid, that's huge. I really like how Byzantium kind of lost some of their territory. So this should be a really fun video. Stay tuned. Europa Universalis 4 is coming soon. I don't know if we'll hit the sub goal by the time you watch this video, but if we get to 4,000 subscribers, I'll add one releasable nation to the list of Victoria 2 A to Z nations. Stay tuned. EU4 is coming. Thank you for watching. Bye.